I've worked the night shift at Ferrow Self Storage for almost 2 years, and until 3 months ago, nothing about the job scared me. My job was simple. Walk the rows every hour, check the padlocks, log anything unusual. The facility has 600 units spread across 4 long metal corridors, and the numbers run from 100 to 699 in strict order. I know that layout the way you know the back of your own hand. That's why what happened with Unit 214 still keeps me up during the day. It started with the sign. Every unit has a small aluminum plate bolted above the door, stamped with its number. On a Tuesday night in March, I walked past the C corridor and noticed the plate above the door. I always thought was 213, now read 214. I stopped. I checked my clipboard. According to the master list, 214 was 2 doors down, exactly where it had always been. I figured maintenance had swapped a plate by mistake, made a note, and moved on. The next night, the plate 2 doors down. The one that should have said 214 was gone entirely. No plate, no number, just 4 rust-colored screw holes in the metal. The door I had flagged the night before, the one wearing 214's plate, was back to read in 213. I told my supervisor, Daryl, and he laughed it off. Said the plates were probably loose from wind and had gotten shuffled by a contractor. I wanted to believe that. Personally, I think if I'd stopped there, none of the rest of it would have happened. But I've never been able to leave a problem alone once it starts nagging at me. So I started keeping my own log, separate from the official one, tracking where 214 showed up each night. For a week, the plate moved. Monday, it was on the 3rd door from the corridor entrance. Wednesday, it was on the 9th. Friday, it wasn't in corridor C at all. It had crossed over into corridor D, 4 rows away from where it should have physically been possible to move a plate that small a distance without anyone noticing. I checked the camera footage from that gap. There's nothing on it. The plate is just in a different place between one frame and the next, like the tape itself blinked. What made it worse wasn't the move-in. It was that the unit behind whichever door was wearing 214 that night was never empty. I could hear things in there. Not loud, not dramatic. Just the small domestic sounds of someone unpacking a life. A zipper. A cardboard flap folding back. Once, unmistakably, the click of a lighter. I never once saw the door open. I never once saw anyone go in or come out. But every night the plate landed somewhere. The unit behind it had a tenant I couldn't see. And by morning, whatever I had heard had gone quiet again. I started asking around the office about who actually rented Unit 214, the real one, according to the paperwork. The answer on file was a woman named nobody remembered signing in. A name with no phone number attached, no vehicle on record, no access code ever logged at the gate. According to the system, Unit 214 had been continuously rented for 11 years. According to Daryl, who'd worked there for 9 of those years, he had never once seen anyone visit it. 3 weeks in, I stopped just logging where the plate was and started testing it. I picked a door. Any door, didn't matter which. And I unscrewed its real plate before my shift ended, so there'd be no plate at all for the number to attach itself to. I wanted to see what would happen if there was nowhere for 214 to land. The next night, every single plate in Corridor C read 214. All 60 of them. All 60 of them. Every door I passed had that same stamped number staring back at me, and behind every single one of those 60 doors, I could hear the same small sounds. The zipper, the cardboard, the lighter layered on top of each other like 60 people, unpacking the same box at the same time in 60 I put the original plate back before dawn. By the next shift, everything was normal again. 213, 214, 215, walking in their proper order. One number, one side. I never told Daryl what I'd done. I still don't fully understand why undoing it fixed it. Only that it did, and that I have never once, in the entire time I've worked there, actually seen Unit 214 hold still long enough to open it and look inside. If you ask me, that's the part that should scare you more than the sounds ever did. Not that the number moves, but that wherever it lands, something is always already living there, waiting for a door to call its own. Whatever room it's really in, one thing has stayed true since the very first night. I noticed the swapped plate. Unit 214 has never been Unit 214.